From the summer assignment sheet, I decided to pick Project Linus to support because it involved helping kids. It provides blankets to kids in need, so we made a blanket called the No-Sew blanket to donate. My mom and I decided that wasn't enough, so we changed our goal to 15. We made a video to ask our friends on Facebook to help out since it seemed like a big goal. Hi, my name is Jamie. I'm going to 5th grade at Culp Elementary. I was assigned a service project for the summer. After some research, I discovered Project Linus. Project Linus is an organization that delivers blankets to kids that are sick or bad things have happened to them. And I know from my experience that me, my sister, and basically all of my family loves blankets. And if I know that if I were sick or my house burned down, something bad happened to me, the gift of a blanket would make it a little less scary. I have made one blanket. It's called a No-Sew blanket. Well, it basically serves the purpose of its name. It is 2 pieces of fabric tied together in knots. And we've made this one yesterday, me and my mom. Took us about 2.5 hours. I think it came out very nicely. It's my first blanket that we made, so I think for our first time, I think it's coming out very well. So I have this goal of donating 15 blankets by the end of the summer, and that's a big goal. I think I can do it if I have some help. But it would be really cool if you want to just make a blanket. If you want to make a blanket, just search Pinterest or YouTube like we did. But you might just want to help raise enough money to buy the supplies for the blankets. If so, just message my mom or dad so we can work something out. If you can't help, thanks for listening to me. I hope you're having as great a summer as I am. Thank you. It was very exciting. People responded right away, promising blankets and offering money. I edited this next update video and posted it. Hi everybody, here's an update on my summer service project. To recap, I set a goal of donating 15 blankets to Project Linus. I asked here on my mom's Facebook for some help, and you're all amazing. So far, 6 people promised to make a blanket, and 2 people donated to my fundraising webpage. I was able to buy fabric for 5 blankets with that. Add to the one that I already made, and that gives us 13 blankets. Awesome! We're so close. If you're still thinking about helping out, just do it. My fundraising page is still open. Blankets are easy and fun to make. Plus, kits are on clearance right now at Jo-Ann Fabric stores. If you've made a blanket, I want to see you with it. Please take a photo or a selfie with you and your blankets and send it to us. Also, will you please let us know if you'll be sending me the blanket to donate, or will you donate it to your local chapter of Project Linus? I think this project is all about community, and I'd love to be able to show everyone who's been a part of this. Also, it's still homework, and I need something to turn in. My mom and I made blankets during my sister's nap time, and some were mailed to us. This next video update was written, recorded, and I edited myself. First off, I just want to say thank you for all that you've done for me. I have brought this project so far, and you're really doing an amazing job. I never expected this much from anyone, so to see this much support, it's really great. Just to give you an idea on how I'm doing, I have 4 blankets and I have just received 5 today from one of my helpers, and shout out to Florine. The blankets are amazing. Thank you very much. Your timing is perfect because I'd like to get in all of my blankets delivered, and I would like to receive them all by the time school starts so that I can get them into the organization before summer ends. That's my goal, to get everything done. And my goal still is 15, and right about now we have at least 13 blankets promised. We might have more, and if we do, that's just going to be awesome. Thanks to all of you for following through. And just to give you an idea, to be more specific on when I want the blankets, I'd like it about the third week of August, so that's August 17th to August 21st. That's a pretty long time, so I think we can reach my goal by then. I love how much amazing help I'm getting, and I hope that we can reach our goal soon. Thank you very much. In no time, we have reached our goal and beyond it. To give you an idea on how far beyond, we donated 35 blankets. It was such a big donation, the area coordinator from Project Linus came to our house to pick them all up. I sat and asked her a lot of questions about the organization and what would happen to my blankets next. My mom and I made this thank you video using Animoto to show on Facebook so everyone who helped me could see how exciting it became. So I have this goal of donating 15 blankets by the end of the summer. That's a big goal. I think I can do it if I have some help. Project is all about community. You can tell a lot from my videos about how the project went. There are a few behind the scenes details I'd like to add. First, for everyone who contributed, either with blankets or with money, to help me make blankets, we made and sent thank you notes. To make them, I drew a picture and my mom put that into Photoshop for me. I used Photoshop to color in my design and we printed them with my logo on the back. It's the logo I use when I draw comics and you may have noticed it in my thank you video. I wrote a personalized note on each one and mailed it. Second, in making these videos, my mom and I needed clear plans to organize our thoughts. We made storyboards to help us keep our thoughts organized, and we used glue dots to hold the pieces of paper on that I drew in my comic book style. And because we knew what I wanted to do, we just put the glue dots on so we could rearrange all the scenes. Last, my mom and I made about 13 blankets ourselves. We had to do the work while my sister was napping, and we got to the point where it took us only about an hour to make each one. Our first blanket took almost 3 hours, so that's a huge improvement. I like geometric pattern fabric because it helped us keep our edges straight. My mom would trim the edges, I'd cut the corners, while Mom measured and cut, I tied the knots. There are different ways to tie knots to a blanket, and we made this flat sort of knot because I thought it looked neater and laid more flat when it was finished. We made so many that I had to make this one for myself. I call it Minty Lloyd Wright because it reminds me of mint chocolate chip ice cream, plus it has a Frank Lloyd Wright kind of pattern. I'm very proud with our craftsmanship with the blankets we donated. They're made with a lot of care and love. I know Miss John assigned this kind of project so we would learn something over summer vacation. Here are a few things that I learned. I learned how to make a no-sew blanket. I also learned some basic design using Photoshop. I learned how to edit video clips in iMovie, and I learned how to use storyboards to help plan a video. I learned how social media has the power to connect people for a cause. I learned that it is fun to set a big goal to work towards. I learned a lot about the Project Linus organization and how it helps people. I learned that people close to us have been recipients of the Linus blankets and we didn't know it before. I learned how adorable my sister is on camera. I learned that my family and friends and neighbors are very supportive and generous. I learned that people are like doing good things and helping others, but don't often have the time themselves. It's hard to seek out service individually, but people are happy to help when they're given the opportunity. Most importantly, I learned how it feels to help someone, or 35 someones I'll never meet. It feels like you're very small, but you're big at the same time. It's a very strange feeling, but it feels really good to know that you probably won't be thanked by them individually, but it'll make a difference for them. The first person who supported me, a friend of my dad's, a few weeks later after he had donated to me, he had a bad accident and had very bad brain damage. My intention is to make a blanket for his daughter.